It's another video of the Says He Says channel. I'm excited. This is my second video. I just wanted to make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I have to get used to that. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to make sure that I do videos daily. Just a whole bunch of stuff you're gonna see. Some informative, some vlogging, some just experiences, testimonials, feelings, the thought of the day, whatever. I'm gonna give you a mix of everything. So today I wanted to talk about is the sorry, I'm getting a hiccup. Is the 9-to-5 job worth it in 2025? It is July of 2025. Right now, I was just kind of people, there's just so many things going on as far as jobs. Right now, the market shows that there's jobs. So there are jobs there. There are jobs available. And you'd be seeing with social media and media pushing, this whole AI is about to take over. We already see it at McDonald's that not a lot of customer service as much anymore. Everything is kind of just becoming digital. So I'm pretty sure that's freaking people out, I guess. But there are jobs. I looked it up, the labor statistics. It's showing that there's jobs. Not so much drop in jobs, made more federal the federal jobs, when Trump coming in, I think that that the federal jobs kind of dropped a little bit, but other than that, there's jobs. So there's opportunity. I just really believe if it's worth it and you have a strategy, yes. Do I believe that can you stay at one company and grow with the company and retire with the company? I think that traditional projection is kind of outdated at this point. You hear like baby boomers, even probably before baby, I think really baby boomers, they're the ones that had pensions. So we never seen a pension unless you're basically doing it yourself. There's no way that you're gonna get a pension through a job, and then the whole 401k thing is still confuses people, but it's a savings account. Take the taxes on the front end, but you're gonna experience all the tax on the back end and the volatile risk of the market. So there are benefits of having a 9-to-5. I do believe if you have somebody that's needs stability income, because that's most important. You just want stability income anywhere. And it's easier to measure how how you can balance everything, and just measure how far you can go, what you can do, what you can't do. So you have stability income coming in. Now, as far as I think working a 9-to-5 helps boost anything else that you're trying to do. I think that's how everybody's mentality should be now, because it's getting to a point where the 9-to-5 is just not going to be enough, and you give the employer more leverage. You know what I'm saying? He can get rid of you. He can maybe wants to pay less. There's a whole bunch of stuff. There's labor laws to protect us, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like you're at the mercy of these employers. So I would say with a 9-to-5, do it, but with precaution. Do it to make sure that, hey, if they were to let me go, how's my lifestyle gonna look? Is it gonna be tremendous? Is it gonna be hard? Am I gonna be stressing? You were already stressing, and then if they let you go, you go, yeah, you can claim unemployment, but I know that's not gonna cover enough. So, everybody's telling you to save at least 6 months worth of income, but it's like, I need that money coming from somewhere. So I just believe that, you do the 9-to-5 with precaution. Like, make sure that you're there to take care of business. You really gotta treat 9-to-5 is almost like your personal business until it's not like it's not a business, but you're exchanging your time for money so you can work on your personal endeavors, where hopefully it is starting a business or developing a new skill. I think the traditional jobs that especially I'm a millennial, you know, we're our generation's kind of stuck because there's so much transition happening. I think the old skills that we were growing up, uh, the skills that we were taught, I feel like those skills are being outdated, and you're gonna have to develop new skills to be able to be competitive in the market. And more people are leaving that traditional, more remote jobs, more hybrid jobs. I think there'll probably be more contracting jobs. Those are probably the jobs that everything's going to be probably skills contract work, because AI, as far as customer service, as far as kind of like the bare minimum stuff, AI is going to take all that over. AI is going to take that over whether you like it or you don't. So if you're not trying to adjust properly as far as one, developing new skills, you have to develop new skills now. There's no more like the traditional skills, especially anybody millennial. If unless you have your own, unless you're having a 9 to 5 to make sure that you're building your own business. If you're building your own business, that's great. Ideally, you want to build your own business, but there's that might that you're taking on something else. You're taking on more strength, more stress, more manpower. So if you're not able to handle your own business and you don't want to go that route, then you need to make sure that you're developing a new skill that you can be competitive in the market to where you can sustain this economy. And that's where it's going. The 9 to 5 is worth it, but definitely be strategic. Like, definitely be strategic while you go. I've heard strategies on, maybe like you shouldn't be at a 9 to 5 for more than 3 years because then you can go negotiate better pay. I've heard that too. Every job that I've ever taken, I've always gotten an increase, which has been great. But again, it's like I've always looked at 9 to 5s as something that gives me that stability, but also just really, I was always working on something outside. I've always done that. There's never been a time. And so I do understand it, but it's scary if, especially, I don't know how, maybe the college tuition is different, probably not, from, what are they teaching these people? Because that's what's scary. The new generation that's coming in, are they going to be able to be competitive in the market? And then that's when you're going to start questioning, is 9 to 5 worth it? 9 to 5 worth it? Because really we're getting into a point where it's a skills driven economy. You're going to be able to have skills. Either the old skills are being outdated. Now you're going to have to develop new skills in 2025. It's mostly going to be, internet, software, IT, social media marketing, anything to do with social media, anything to do with AI, anything to do with computers, anything to do digital. You're gonna have to develop skills there. Those where the jobs are gonna be. There anything else that, as far as with the naked eye or doing crafts with your hands, all that's over. AI is taking all that. Customer service, AI is taking that. Sales, maybe AI take it, but I think people still want that human touch that comes with a connection to sales. So I don't think sales will go out of completely so much, but there's already like things that are automated. Things is more automation that they're doing, and automation is just getting more advanced. So, and you see now it's scary. I was just even watching another clip. They're showing how influencers are going back to 9 to 5s. That's crazy. I would think that, because understanding even the social media stuff, it's like, it's all about the brand deals. If you don't get brand deals, you're not getting paid. That's what I've understood. So, hey, if I can get a brand deal, whatever brand that fits into my mold or my atmosphere, I'm willing to take it and see how far it can go. But it's crazy how It's just how you're gonna make a form of money. The art of society is to make, how do we generate income wherever it's coming from to be able to take care of our families and everything like that. So these 9 to 5s is what we've been understood, that okay, you gotta work, you know, but there's so many different ways on making money, and it's about being strategic on how you want to make the money. So I think 9 to 5 is worth it. Some people might not. You know, I do think 9 to 5 is worth it. Someone that's just trying to get a start. You're trying to understand how the game works, especially a kid that's just coming out of college. If he's coming out of college, he might not know what to do. Get that 9 to 5, develop some skills, get some income, develop yourself, work on yourself. I think that's the best way to do it. And the 9 to 5, you need that stability. Stability is so important. I think that's where, you know, and I think things are less stable, you know. So I think, you know, you almost have to create that stability for yourself. And I think that's where some people understand that, some people don't. And the people, hopefully the people in the 9 to 5, they're not just leaning so much into, yeah, this is the stability I need that's gonna take care of me for the rest of my life. I think that traditional part of the 9 to 5 is gone. But I do believe that, you know, if you play your cards right and make sure that you can have something stable to create something else stable to supplement the stability, you know, if it's running a business, it's doing and developing a new skill, earning more income, but how do you make yourself more valuable to where that stable income keeps coming in? Like, see how I just be breaking stuff down like that? I make it simple because it's kind of like, just how do we replace stability from that 9 to 5? I think that's what everybody's trying to figure out. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing wrong with having that 9 to 5. It's like, hey, that 9 to 5 can go eventually too. There's, you know what I mean? You put your blood, sweat, and tears into it. They let you go the next day. You don't even know why you were let go. Stability's gone. Yes. Do you go back in the market? Yes. Or do you develop a new skill? Do you start a business? So those are the thoughts that you just have to be running through your head. Those are the thoughts that I run through my head. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to work. You know what I mean? Like, 9 to 5 is tough too. We're not gonna sit here and you look back and like how many hours I've given these people, and then the taxes, how much. Look, when you look at your pay stubs, everything that they took out, it's crazy. It's crazy. So there's pros and cons to anything. Get that stability, I get it, but you know, have that strategic move to know how am I gonna replace my stability income now with something else that's I'm in more control of. That's it. All right. Let me look at this and yeah.